Okay, so here I'm starting the topic that is organic chemistry. It is chapter number 3 and talking about the introduction. So in 1913, a chemist named Berzelius, right? He said that organic compounds can only be formed from the living things. From living things, or you can say like plant or animals, right? But after that, a scientist in 1828, a chemist named Wohler, okay, he converted the ammonium cyanate into urea. Give me a minute, let me draw the structure to explain you better. So the formula of ammonium cyanide is NH4CON. When we heat this up, it converted into urea, and the formula of urea is NH2,2CNO, right? So this gives a big blow to the vital force theory, because of course he said that the organic compound can only be formed with the living things. But here de Wohler proved it wrong in 1828, and he said that he converted the ammonium cyanide into urea. So here you can see the structures. And so now what we consider organic chemistry is the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of hydrogen and carbon with their right. So here the definition of organic compound after this theory, and after this theory become organic chemistry is the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of hydrogen and carbon. Before that, like in 1815, it was only believed that it is only hydrogen and carbon. But after the theory of Wohler, we explain, or they explain, what we study now is with their derivatives, right? I can give the example of an organic compound, that is ethane. Right, this is ethane. I'm gonna be explaining ethane, methane, and everything. So wait and watch. So now talking about the representation of organic compound, right? So to represent the organic compounds, we have four formulas. Molecular, structural, condensed, and dot and cross. Here it is formula, right? So these are the four formulas. So let me explain like what actually formulas are. Talking about molecular formula. Okay, so molecular formula tell us the exact number of atoms in a compound, right? So I'm giving you example as well. So for example, you can say, as I give the example before, ethane, C2H 6. So here it is showing that we have 2 carbons and 6 hydrogen, like. So this is all about, like, on our level, this is all what molecular formula is. Now talking about structural formula. So structural formula show us the exact arrangement of the individual atoms. For example, here I can give you the example of okay, so talking about, as I told, butene force. So C4H10, how to make it I'll tell you. First of all, let's go with the example. Here we have single bond, single bond, and single bond. Here hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Okay, so let's count now. Is our formula correct? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes, it is absolutely correct. So here, talking about the condensed formula of it, we can say CH3 with CH2, CH2 and CH3. This is the condensed formula of butane, right? So now let's talk about the last formula, that is dot and cross. So the dot basically tell us the hydrogen and cross tell us the bonding between them, right? So I can explain this with an example. Okay, so here let's take an example for dot and cross formula, that is propane. Propane. Prop means 3 and ane means single bond, right? So the formula will be C3H6 and 8, right? Let's draw it like this way. This is the valency of carbon. As maybe you know, the valency of carbon is 4, right? So here this is bond, hydrogen, the bond will be here, and it is like this, right? So of course here would be bond, this is the bond between them, hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. Here this is also showing the bonding, hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. This is cross and this is dot. So here the dot and cross formula and all the structural formulas are completed.